All right, guys. So we'll do some live trading today. Um, how do you want to do it? You want me to take like, 5 or 6 coins and then you take over and then go from there, or um,
Yeah, we'll do it like that.
okay, cool. So as always, my videos will be live on my YouTube after the fact. I'll post it once it's uploaded. So we'll just do some gauging of the markets. Um, I know I should have kept my Bitcoin long, but let me share my screen here. So let me give a brief synopsis of what I think is going to happen, and that is alts will run. Um, Bitcoin had a nice grab. We retested previous range highs, and that candle was just a liquidity grab. Tested the order block as well. I would love for Bitcoin to just not do anything here, let alts run a little bit, but I do think that or the majors will run. So Atom, Sol, Injective, AVAX. Um, Someone's holding, Sol down, but once that 150 is completely broken, it's going to just completely, go berserk. Um, Atom or Injective is in price discovery, so any dips on Injective, which we recently just got to 46, these are buys. Okay, when a coin goes into price discovery, you buy. It retested the previous highs as well. That is always a buy when a coin goes into price discovery. So I go to a lower time frame. Okay, previous highs was 46.42 on Binance Spot. We retested it perfectly, and it gave a like what 15%, almost 15% spring. Um, So these are the coins you want to focus on, and again, it's going to be Injective, Sol, Atom. I think AVAX broke as well. Let me just check that. Yeah, AVAX is going crazy as well. Let me check the spot chart. So just like Injective, right? Let me remove all this shit. We had a huge range, okay, and it broke out. So if you are looking for a retest, let me see if it retested the previous highs on a lower time frame. Um, I guess, but AVAX is going to run. Okay, so these are the coins you want to focus on at the moment. In my opinion, any pullbacks on them are buys. Um, so I'll start off with basically some suggestions here, and I'll do 5 or 6 coins, and then I'll pass it over. And you know, Wall can also do 5 to 6 coins, and we'll take it from there. So all my spot plays that I've given are in deep profits. Injectives up about 20%, Atoms up about 5% from DCA's. PYR, you guys had another chance to buy the entry. It gave a 10% move, and again, currently 5%, 4%. Gaming coins are going to run. Um, Vannery too. I was screaming buy to everyone. Um, we filled my entry perfectly, and we're up about 60% in a day. They just released that they had bullish news with Nvidia, so everyone is joining the AI sector now. Soon, TRX and Tron will announce that they are an AI company, basically, because he likes to get into everything, and Tron will pump as well. All right, so let's take a look. Sol. I'm assuming you guys are basically, um, degens. So Sol on a lower time frame, right? We had a sweep of these lows. We put in a swing failure pattern. We are flagging here. I'm going to go to a 30-minute to draw that for you guys. Okay, this can't be held much longer. Okay, we've had this downtrend. We broke above these highs. Okay, if we are able to flip this 150 into support, then we're going to go higher. If you guys got into my call around 138, my TP is around 174. Okay, so I wouldn't long until we have a breakout and retest and flip this resistance into support, and then you can possibly long. Now this is a 30-minute chart, so if you're scalping, be careful on a 1 hour or two. Right, flip that level, then successfully, then you can long with stops around 146, and you should target around 170. But right now it's still resistance. It's getting weaker and weaker the more we touch it. Here's a deviation. We fell back in below the range highs. You don't want to see a rejection here. If we do see a rejection, probably longing 145 with your stops below the wick also makes sense. And again, we're going higher. Tested the order block, gave a nice bounce from it. So two separate plays, two separate scenarios. This will break soon. Okay, I'm just gonna start posting charts in chat. Um, what are the coins? Filecoin. So this coin is a piece of shit to long on leverage. All right, but let me show you on a weekly what this looks like. Um, we rejected from the weekly resistance. We actually put in a swing failure pattern, and now we just retested and rejected. Usually, this is a short. That's an indecision candle. As long as we are able to hold above, let me change this color. $9.80 on a weekly level, we should gun higher to the next resistance around 17 or 16 to $17. Okay, flip this. That's our main trigger. Now I know this is a weekly chart. If you want a trigger on a short or a lower time frame, I take the 4 hour. Or actually I take the daily. Okay, we want to flip this on the daily, turn it into support, and go from higher. Now we are making higher highs and higher lows. Okay, so uptrend is still intact. You can draw your little trend line as well if you want. Okay, so as long as we're holding above this blue line, systems are go. Okay, again, you want a flip of this to happen. I'm in from lower, but that is your trigger to long or buy. Otherwise, you buy at the blue line if we get another dip. If you're longing, that's your setup. It's about a 3.5 hour trade and go from there. Otherwise, you buy here. I mean, see, this order block got filled perfectly. Okay, but bid the trend line. As long as we're, going up, there's no reason to short this coin. So either there or come back or block again. Longs at the trend line. Stops below the wick, and again we target the highs. Okay, so two separate trigger plays. So there's file. Um, okay, say. So I'm still in this from lower. Okay, 82 cents is my average since I gave it. Now this should run soon. Okay, the reason for that is if we take a look at the Bitcoin pairing here. One sec. All right. So Sol usually runs first. Not usually. This coin is more newer. But with the pattern of this, Sol runs first for a little bit. Profits go into AVAX. If you guys were around the last bull cycle, you will know that Solunavax, so Sol, AVAX, and Luna ran together. Luna is probably going to catch a bid as well. However, that is a shitcoin, and I'm not going to touch it. But we do have higher highs and higher lows here. If we're talking about like I'm not an Elliott wave expert here, but okay, this probably puts in a higher high here, which would translate into this going into most likely retesting the previous highs. But we need to flip this $93 into support to go any higher. It's resistance here. We have a weird neckline forming, but we have an inverse head and shoulders as well. Um, Again, another higher high put in. Okay, but here's your inverse head and shoulders. Little deviation of the neckline, but I think this continues to run. Now on a lower time frame, right? This price action looks a little bit weird to me. That is a bullish candle, um, but I would wait until this resistance here is flipped before entering anything on this. For now, it's just range bound between 93 to 82. So anything again at these levels around 82, I would say anywhere from 84 to 82 is a buy, and we're still holding the trend. So play the trend until broken, right? Hopefully it's another wick, reclaim it, reclaim this resistance into support, and then go higher. Okay, we had deviation after deviation after, I'm not even going to call that a deviation, but that is your trigger to flip. And hopefully, if you guys have Hasaka, if you guys know who Hasaka is, big CT guy with the wolf picture, okay, he posts basically three things. It's about Say, it's about Soul, and it was about a dog with a hat. Okay, but he either posts the Dragon Ball Z picture. If you see that, long this coin, ask questions later, or buy it on spot, ask questions later. If he talks about Soul and $150, gatekeeping level, long, ask questions later, or buy it, um, because he does have a direct impact on price immediately. Okay, so I have my notifications on for him. I have good risk tolerance taken, but every single time he mentions something, Degens will just press long and price goes up. Okay, especially on coins that are low cap compared to that of Solana and Injective and so on and so forth. Okay, so turn on, and it's this guy here. Okay, he will get probably like 5,000 followers from me, so I'm gonna reach out to him for a little commission. Um, all right, so that is the trade. Wait for the trigger to happen. Otherwise, you buy around the blue line again, or enter in at the trend line, DCA down to the blue line, play the range until broken, aim for the highs there. Okay, so there is, say, let me take a look. I'm not taking a look at D chat. It looks garbage. Only actual coins with a purpose. Uni. So I think in terms of Dex coins, like this has completely, I mean, Uni and Sushi, right? I mean, we can take a look at other Dex coins as well. I think I got a notification that GMX hit TP. No, it hasn't. But Uni, so my main focus on a weekly time frame is looking for coins that have this. Okay, a range from May of 2022, okay, that hasn't broken out yet. All right, because the longer the accumulation or the longer like that base just ranges, okay, the intensity of that breakout. I hate this function on the weekly, but look at that. Okay, many rejections from this weekly resistance, even a deviation. Um, Link had one as well. Okay, so Link had one again, same exact thing here. Rejection from resistance, and then boom, doesn't even give you a retest. Okay, now I will give you guys one coin that's currently going through this. I'm already in, but audio, right? So same thing here, accumulation, right? You have an Adam and Eve pattern as well. It's a double bottom formation, right? V, U, and we've had multiple rejections from this resistance. Once this breaks out, these are my levels. Okay, so I'm gonna put this is one coin that I am in. I have not given the call, but here is audio. So I'm looking for patterns that are like this. Okay, multiple um, week, well, multiple month range and accumulation, and then once that breakout happens, I hope to catch early, and then you have a nice move. Okay, now these are spot plays, so I'm just gonna put that there for you. Okay, but with Uni, it already had that breakout. Okay, we rejected from supply. Um, on a lower time frame. This chart, I mean, that's a disgusting candle, right? But we just did reject from supply, so if you want to get in, maybe this breaker. Now, this coin has a lot of scam moves, okay? And it takes a while to go up, but when it does, it's explosive, right? So you have the golden pocket with the 786 fib as confluence for this order block. So if you want to take it, it would be something like this to go higher. However, I don't think, now I'm not saying it's going to go this high, at least to break above this supply area. Um, but I think that the mania with the dexes are over. I don't know what caused Uni to have this candle just recently. But if you're looking for a pullback, that would be it. It's also in confluence with the NSR point. Um, Previous highs rejected, rejected, broke out. So you have that. So I'll place this for you. Um, Near. I was going to go over this as well. Near just announced something with NVIDIA as well. Or NVIDIA announced something with Near. That's why it's pumping. But, okay. So we are at an SR level here. Very important level to flip. Flip it. Now it's a weekly chart. But flip it, we should gun higher. Now, I don't know if this is going to be some type of, buy the rumor, sell the news event, along with all the other AI coins like FET, Ocean. They might have one more pump in them before, it's a sell off because I don't know what this conference is going to be like. But if you are ever so graciously presented with this opportunity to buy this order block, I would do so. Um, or wait until this is flipped. Now, I drew that line based off a weekly chart. So if you are entering based off the daily, it might be a quick scalp. The weekly still could finish below that level. All right. So this is just hype off the news. I don't think it's going to sustain. Hopefully, it has a little pullback and cool down. But if we are going to consolidate here under resistance and we flag, that could be another buy entry. But for now, we are making higher highs and higher lows, right? So I wouldn't buy here at the highs, right? Now a 4-hour scalp could also be taken if we get a pullback. Is that a 3 drive? I don't think so. Hmm. Stop loss placement's a little tough on this. Usually it's going to be a scalp. It's going to be here back to the highs. Okay. Um, the other play would be down here, which is in that daily order block. Okay, so I'll post both of these. All right, I'm just going to post this weekly chart so you guys have an idea where we are. Okay. Um, yeah, did Zill have that pattern as well? I'll do 2 more charts and I'll pass it here to Wog. One sec.
No worries.
Yeah, so here. We're still at resistance. But yeah, Zill has that same exact pattern. Also an Adam and Eve double bottom formation. Close the weekly above, then yes, we could easily accelerate into that supply. But here's another pattern that looks good. But again, weekly is too early. We still have 5 days. Close above beautifully, then you can long. First levels of TP would come. Right, but so let me. Those X's were the buy areas. If you get it, you buy there. Okay. Rats is a shitcoin. I'm not charting that. Sorry. I don't. I'm done with meme coins. I just closed out Myro for a decent loss, so no more no more Solana shitcoins in my artillery. Matic. Matic looks good. I think I shared Matic in chats one day, but okay. Possibly having an SR flip here. Many rejections on the weekly. Close the weekly above. Could be good for continuation. Lower time frame, we did take all these lows. Okay, so even a perfect bounce from this OB. So I want to see us get above this 18 point or $18.5 to go higher, but we still have not broken trend. We're making higher highs and higher lows, so no reason to short this, but this is a slow mover. I do see us getting above this level and possibly like these are your TP points. But this again, this is a slow mover. I prefer the other high caps such as Injective and Soul because volatility is there on those. Okay. Um, bum, 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 bum. Mina has been popping up on my feed a lot. I don't like this coin because it reminds me of my ex. But I don't know. It kind of looks like a rising wedge to me. We had an SFP. If we're looking to, buy this coin, I'd buy. Where the did I get that order block from? 3 day. I'd buy there, stops below, and target higher. Um, but we took out the highs already, so I charted this last night. That's where I'm looking to. I'm not looking to buy, but if you're looking to buy, that's where it would be. Otherwise, wait of wait for a flip of here to go higher, um, which is also resistance. Okay, but honestly, break that, then it's like clear skies to here are your levels. Okay, so that's what I'd look for if we dip. I think alts are gonna run, so we just need Bitcoin to consolidate. So there's Mina. Um, Shady still got this open. Thoughts on leaving it open? I'm still personally long, but I'm on spot. So if you haven't taken profits, then 150 is a level to take it around this price because we've taken so many rejections from that level. But if you hold it, at least move your stop loss into profit. If it, I don't think we will revisit 127 until we or unless we get like a capitulation wick. But I think we go higher from here. 150 broken, you will see literally um, a green candle to around 174. All right, there's so many coins, not enough of me. So let me pass this along. I'll stop sharing here. Um, and Wall, you can
Evening.
take over.
Oh, Schmeiss, I do want to talk to you about something
Yeah, what's up?
regarding XRP.
Oh God. Okay, what's up?
I know you hate XRP, but you understand the monetary value behind it, though, don't you?
I understand. Payment processing very cheap. Um, the only thing that I don't like with XRP is one, it's a slow mover, but
Yeah,
it doesn't pump when everything else pumps. Like it has to be like the most recent pumps that we've had. And I'm not counting yesterday's pump, but like the 20 or the 30% candles that we get, or even the like 100% candles in a day that we get, has all been
yeah,
news derived from the SEC or anything with a lawsuit. So for me to like XRP is a great token. I'm not taking anything away from it, but TA wise, it just pisses me off so much. Um, but I need like it to show me that it's not based on news from the government for it to pump. I want it to pump with everything else. Like if majors are pumping, why isn't XRP pumping? But great token. Supply is way too high, but it has to be high, even though they have the burns and stuff. But um, just the price action pisses me off.
all right, that's fair enough. At least from my basic understanding, like it was created by the US as literally just a payment settlement company, and the whole idea behind it is to like revolutionize the financial industry and just challenge whatever current payment networks they have right now. Again, fees are relatively high, and if you can have an incentive that you don't need to pay extreme fees on, why wouldn't you take it? And like Ripple's been working very, very closely with the IMF for like a very, very good amount of time, trying to revolutionize the financial industry, anyways. And like obviously you have your CBDCs coming around. and they need to find some way to at least revolutionize that. And best way right now is XRP, at least the way they're doing it. Again, their the fees are incredibly low, if not free,
Hmm.
and they are almost instant. Like they use distributed ledgers and that type of technology and blockchain and I don't know, anything along those lines. But the whole idea behind Ripple is to connect other financial institutions and liquidity providers, banks, and whatnot with instant payments and just frictionless transfer, anything along those lines. If they can at least implement that, again, that's one step ahead for crypto, regardless, because it is still regarded as a cryptocurrency. Like right now, obviously, you're saying it's not following the same patterns and whatnot as all the other cryptocurrencies. But I see it like if it's not going to follow now, at some point it will follow later.
Right.
It will give an idea behind anything further on, at least in the future. And if it can provide some form of positive incentive in the end, why not allow it? Just allow it to do its thing. Really, like the market cap almost beat Ethereum in 2020, and then of course they won against the SEC twice. Again, there's a reason why they've won. They've been working very, very closely, with the IMF for nearly 10 years, allowing them to at least have some form of edge over any government. And they have nearly over 150 odd partnerships with institutions. Um, and they're trying to push 4 or 5 products, which is like X Current, X Rapid, X Via, and X Spring before 2025. And they're using some interledger protocol, basically again just trying to mobilize it as fast as possible. And like have a look at XRP's price right now. It's fairly low, even though of course we've had a recent pump, but it is still fairly low, especially with the way it's moving. Obviously, again, it doesn't provide that same incentive that you're looking for, and most people are going to still look at it as a shitcoin, but it's not. It's not used as a coin necessarily. It's just used as an incentive here, and most people will stick to that idea of keeping it as a coin and whatnot, but it's not created for that. Again, every single time somebody joins this community, they think it's either a pump and dump scheme, you'll get a bunch of bloat coins, meme coins and whatnot, and that's the end of it. Of course, there's many, many meme coins and whatnot. You have lots of shit coins, but this one at least has some form. It has some form of incentive. If there wasn't, fair play, fair play. But things like Amazon, PayPal, Visa, Mastercard, anything along those lines, they need something along these lines to at least mobilize their efforts and mobilize payment systems. Like imagine now, let's say you had to pay another 5-6% on tax every single time you make a payment. Would you choose that over 0% or maybe even 1%? Which one would you choose?
Sorry, ask that again.
If you could choose either 5 or 6%
Hmm.
every single transaction, or 0 to 1%, which one would you choose?
Obviously, the latter.
Yeah. And now, in most case scenarios, people don't exactly understand, the idea behind it, and they don't understand that it's made for more than just a pump and dump coin, and that it's created by the US government. And obviously, when we hear the US government controlling any coin, it does not sound nice at all. Obviously.
Right.
But if they can mobilize a cryptocurrency, imagine what would happen if they could create an ETF behind that.
Right.
Now, all the other altcoins, what do you think they're going to do? They're going to pump or they're going to dump?
It's a pump. Everything is going to pump, and then it's going to dump. Like that's just a
Precisely
cycle.
that.
Yeah. So
Literally just a large cycle. But yeah, go on.
exactly. No, I was gonna say. So I worked at J.P. Morgan like back in 2015, 2016, and I like when the reason why I like XRP is because it defeats the banking fraud of that $40 wire transfer fee,
Yeah,
the
yeah,
Swift garbage that the banking are still, taking part of. But for like, again, I'm not saying XRP is a bad coin. It's just a shit coin that I don't trade. And I when it pumps, right? I will market long the shit out of it because it rallies hard. And
Yeah.
I've had, XRP was my second liquidation ever. And that was
Mm.
during, I was in ISO mode, but during the bull run when we went literally from 60 cents to $1.96 or whatever it was, that's where my first or my second liquidation ever came from. I was shorting it because I'm like, there's no way this continues to go higher. Um, I would love for it to go back to its highs, but maybe we have one more giant run where it 3x's or 4x's in a week or 2 week span. But I just like from a price action trader, I need to see something from it, and
Yeah.
I will eventually will, but it's just alarming that you see Sol do what 10x and you do like AVAX see like 8x, but XRP is just stagnant with like a 1x or 2x.
Yeah, I guess. I'm sure you understand like the global monetary reset.
Yes.
So like, yeah. So again, that is very very close, and the dollar isn't really backed by anything legit, so to speak. And at least XRP would be backed by something legit. And we spoke about this last lesson, at least on Sunday, sorry, where I explained the incentive behind the dollar,
Hmm.
literally zero. And now the incentive behind XRP, again, there's a lot more behind that than any form of understanding. And we already know that the US dollar will not be used as a currency in the future
Correct.
because again, it's being easily replaced by any digital currency, especially BTC still coming up on the horizon as an ETF. Why on earth would you use something like the US dollar anymore when you can mobilize digital currency?
Correct. I agree 100%.
Yeah, and I know you know everything along these lines. I'm just again just educating everybody else
Right.
in here. This is not difficult information. This is not difficult information at all. This could probably take you about 5-10 minutes of reading to understand what's going on. Nice and easy. And all you need to do again, look at the price right now. Even though you can say maybe it's at one of the higher prices, please be realistic. If you're investing and you're worried about a couple cent, uh, uh become a florist. I don't know, shine some shoes. Again, if you're in any investor market, please do not worry about a couple cent. Don't be a silly monkey. Okay, don't be stingy with your money. And take a basic investment here. This is one of the easiest investments you can make, and it's not a couple months, maybe a couple years. It's much more reliable than that. And of course, again, I know you like price action and whatnot. I'm a very long term trader. I only swing trade now.
Right.
And so I urge anything along those lines that has an incentive like this, especially with gaming coins and AI coins, please just invest. Chuck a couple dollars here, couple dollars there. Diversify your portfolio. Please listen to Arshmeister and Niles calls when it comes to spot. Just spot trade, risk management, spot trade. Keep going, back and forth. So what will happen to USDT? USDT is still some form of cryptocurrency and it still can be used, but who's going to use that when XRP is available? I mean, imagine at some point, like, at least ETFs are supposed to stabilize a currency to some form, but so you wouldn't expect crypto, at least any stable currency, to liquidate you unless you are 100xing your money every single morning. I think you should try something else. Wait, so what would be the stable coin if you used XRP? XRP, you have your basic investments for Bitcoin, maybe a bit of Ethereum. Literally just diversify. And again, please be aware of the fundamentals. Fundamentals play a large part of the market. If you are going to focus on technicals, I don't know, grow up. Something along those lines, like grow up maybe. I understand people enjoy drawing on the charts. Well, come on, guys. Come on. Come on. We can't just sit on the charts all day. This is why we have people like OTW that can educate you on quant analysis and help you guys understand a little bit more behind the scenes. Grow up or get liquidated. Literally. There you go, Emmanuel. Right. Let me pull up a screenshot. Yes, it is okay taking out a loan or going into debt to invest money. Again, it is still a risk regardless if you can pay that back. I mean, lots of people do that, but there has to be some reliability behind it. Don't be taking out loans to pump money in meme coins. Otherwise, that's jail for you. Right. Basic moves on BTC. So on Sunday we spoke about BTC being regarded as a digitalized asset of gold, and what we're looking for is hopefully BTC to reach a similar market cap of gold, and then being accepted as some form of investment token. It is still being accepted, but it isn't like globally accepted. And obviously, if we are looking for any form of security, we need it to be stable, and we need some form of bias behind it. We already have ETFs, but there is still a little push that we're looking for. So we spoke about on Sunday 3.3 trillion in the market cap of BTC is necessary, which is nearly double the market cap right now, to allow the market to at least have some stable value. All right, for investors. And then we spoke about Bitcoin having to go back to 45,000 pre-halving to then become a stable coin in investors' eyes. I've been liquidated so many times, and every time the balcony in my house looks better and better to jump out from. It's only money. It's only money. Money comes and goes. There is no specific topic for today, but Arshmeister does have a YouTube. Please check that out. I'm pretty sure he will be posting the live stream there.
Yeah, I'll be posting it there, and I'm sharing my screen if that's okay. If I can take your charts and post it on my YouTube.
Yeah, that's perfectly fine. Yeah. So this chart, at least right now, what are you guys seeing? What are you guys seeing? Are there more wicks to the downside or more wicks to the upside? What are we looking at? More wicks to the downside or the upside? Yeah, Waisel. Bigger wicks. Okay, nice. Right. What does that mean for sell pressure? Come on, smarty pants. What does that mean for sell pressure? Dino with a broken rib, yes. Sell pressure has been eaten. Okay. If sell pressure has been eaten up, what does that remain for the market? What happens? More buy pressure. Okay. So what are we expecting here? Like, let's say perfect world. Alright. Would you much rather have a big Drake candle, or would you much rather have consolidation? Picoin, leave that alone, please. Please. Look at you guys go. Yes, you want consolidation. Perfect. What happens when we consolidate? I accept any answer. Alts run, yes. I need more than that. What happens on this chart too? Alts run correct. What happens? Yes. Yes, look at you guys go. Bro, slow down. I'm going to lose my job. Alright. Anyways, yes. Accumulation. Squeezing pressure. Pressure building. Anything. Yes. Coca-Cola and Mentos. Exactly. Tension builds. Nice and easy. Now, if tensions build, and what days are the volatile day for crypto? Somebody tell me. Monday. What else? Wednesday. One more day.
Tuesday.
Friday. Tuesday. There we go. Tuesday too. We'll add Tuesday, and why not? Tuesday, volatile day. So we have main days on Monday simply because Saturdays and Sundays are squeezing pressure. Wednesday you have news. But Tuesday, you did have a lot of news, so we can count that as a volatile day. Friday, you have a lot of news too. Closing of the week. So, the way we understand it is wherever the candle closes before those volatile days, okay, that's where the market is most likely going to go. Okay, so we're not doing no drawings, no nothing. Wherever we feel like the market is closest to, wherever the market ends up closest to at the end of the day, is normally where the market will consistently move. Simply because of bias. That is it. Nice and easy. Okay? Now, somebody tell me what the basis of the market is. Is it buy pressure or is it sell pressure? Buy. Why is it buy pressure? Someone tell me. Why is it buy pressure? FOMO, maybe. Uptrend, yes. Trending up. Wicks show it. Okay, nearly. Price discovery, one more. Need to own shares, correct. Look at Light. Bro, Light's perfect. Yeah. Nice and simple. So again, you need to own a piece of the coin. You need to, purchase the order. That counts as buy pressure. Nice and simple. So by default, the market is going to be in buys, bullish, whatever. Who can change that narrative? Who's strong enough to change that narrative? The aliens, all right, the whales, Powell, Trump, WALG, market makers, yeah. Institutions, market makers, whoever's got a big chunk of change in their pocket. Anything Gucci, yeah, sure. Arsh and Neil, I agree, yeah. Anything along those lines. Now, if the market is always in buy pressure, buy bullish bias, okay, what happens at an all-time high? What happens at an all-time high? See, there you go. Look at it. Look at the chat. A lot of sell pressure going. No Coca-Cola or Mentos. Unfortunately not. People are taking TPs. People are selling. So now what happens to the base of the market? What happens then? At an all-time high, what happens to the bias? Is it bullish or bearish? Bearish. But I'm not understanding this. If the market's been bullish for so long and we've hit an all-time high, why are we suddenly becoming bearish? I know, wait, so don't worry. Going against the trend, fear, anything along those lines. Literally. Wrecked into, okay, yeah, too much greed. Now, if everybody's shorting at the all-time high, what do you think is going to happen to those shorters? Are they gonna win? Or are they gonna lose? What's gonna happen? They will die bad. See, but I'm confused. Not even 5 minutes ago, you guys were saying short, sell, dump at an all-time high. What's happened? Why have we switched the bias to understanding that now? Yes, you will lose price discovery, fibs. No, I'm not messing with you. Nice and easy. It is nice and easy, isn't it? So what are you guys understanding so far about the market? Someone tell me. Who's got big enough balls to tell me how this market's going to work? Come on, anyone. The market goes up and I'm, wow. Trade against sentiment, general public bullish, smart money take dumb monies, break and go to 100k, I will trap sellers every time and move on. I'm just zen with that voice. Let wife manage account. Let wife manage the account. Does wife know risk management? Yes. Okay. So now, In this scenario, if there are more, let's say, buyer pressure, for instance, at 72,800, so this yellow line at the top, are you guys going to buy or are you guys going to sell? Someone tell me. Ooh, look at these cheeky buggers. Look at these cheeky buggers. Am I reading this right? Come on, fellas. Sell for dips? Sell for... This is not no salsa, my friend. You are not eating tacos and Doritos. You're not eating chips, my friend. You're not selling for dips. Okay. Why? Why? So you've just told me that, okay, all-time high, basis switches to sell pressure. Okay. And what happens to those people when they do sell? Uh-oh, liquidated. Okay, so what does that mean for us? If sell pressure liquidates, are you gonna join that crew? Are you gonna join that crew? The selling crew. I mean, it means we keep going up, yeah? Necessarily, but now, one thing I want to focus on is on Sunday, whoever was there, what did I say about the price going somewhere? Well, I said something about the price moving somewhere. What did I say? Pretty numbers, yeah? But what did I say? Let's see. You guys are listening on Sunday. I said price has to move to a certain area to become a stable coin. 5 to 6% dump, yes. And what's happened here, fellas? What happened here? I don't know. Somebody read that number for me. I must be blind. My eyes, they don't work too well. What number is that? What percentage is that? Well, someone help me out here. Get closer to the monitor. 6%. Up 5.9%. 5.96, eh? Anything along those lines. Oopsie daisies. So the market has gone down 6% and automatically rejected. I'm sorry. It's happened. It's no. I'm not the one that was right. You guys, we all did it together. This is not my work. This is all you guys. Everybody in here. You are the ones that moved the market to 5 to 6%. Okay, it wasn't me. It was you guys. And then what happened after that? So we understood sell pressure. We understand that the market tried to grab these highs over here. Didn't work. Buy pressure lost. We had more sell pressure. What happened? What happened? We had the sell pressure taken. And did we have buys or do we have sells? What happened? Are we back into buys? Are we still sells? Huge buys. Huge. Okay. Let me scroll up. I did see what Zul said. 45k pre-halving to become stable, which is enticing for investor buyers. Hold on to that. 45,000, please. Remember that. Okay? Nice and easy. 45,000 pre-halving. Just remember that. If we do reach those ranges, okay, you better buy. You better buy. If I don't see you guys buying, if I do not see Unity buying, I'm gonna throw in the towel. I've had enough. 45,000 pre-halving. And then post-halving. What did I say post-halving with the market cap? There you go, sorry. Nash's FC. I say that for jokes, to be honest. I don't actually think it's going there. I just yappa, you know? when I teach lessons, I just mumble jumble. You know, Nasha? Come on, fella. Of course. I think we're gonna go there. Of course. Poor guy was believing me. Yes, you did. Is that what Arsh said? Arsh, did you say that?
What did I say?
There's a time when mania comes, you take full risk.
Oh, not full risk. I was mentioning there are different cycles or different manias, like the AI cycle, the Dex cycle. That's a part where like sometimes you have to go a little bit more riskier because it's for a short amount of time. So
Yeah.
you have to either be early or catch it like within that day or 2 days before it happens, or not before it happens, but while it happens, and then you take that risk, but you just can't be late because AI is still going on because of this conference. But like, look at that whole entire Dex mania we had for maybe like what 3 or 4 days when they like uni and they all went shit crazy.
Hmm.
But right now, gaming and AI coins, like this is going to be, in my opinion, the mania for this whole entire bull cycle. It's going to have the most influx of capital, more than any other sector, in my opinion. So that's where my focus is, and I've taken more risks in these AI gaming coins than, say, Solana and Injective and stuff like that.
I mean, you heard it here first. You heard the man. Gaming coins, AI coins. Buy them. Buy them if you have a couple of dollars to spare. Buy them, please. Why do you like using a lot of key levels? How much does it help you? So, the way I explain key levels, well, these are BOS levels for me. Anything you want jargon at the end of the day. Uh, you know how in school, maybe in primary school, secondary school, whatever it is, when you may have some difficulties reading, they tend to tell you to put your finger under the word, under the sentence, and follow through. Or they say pull out a ruler and just underline the sentence. You don't lose where you're looking. You don't lose your focus. Same thing here. Each one of those lines, they represent orders, liquidity, etc., and so forth. But they also break down the market for you. Makes it easier, more digestible to understand, nice and simple. And why do I have 45k as the number? 45k, where are we? 36% market, percent, sorry, 36%. So I said that normally whenever we have a drop, we had around 15, 16, 17, 18%, something along those lines. Okay. And that drop mobilized the market. Each time it did, it provided liquidity for a buy. And now, if 36% happens, so all it's doing is basically doubling the last losses. So when the market did go down around 15, 16, 17%, anything along those lines. Because again, ETFs are now involved, and this allows wins. Simple as that. Yeah, I know, sorry. 46 is not happening. Sneak shell. Tell me. Why is 46 not happening? Sneak shell. Let me have some water. Give me a sec. You just don't want to think that. It's not a bad thing. It's not a bad thing at all. So beforehand, again on Sunday, I spoke about kinda so. Whole idea behind it is that we normally have a 15, 16, 17% drop. Okay, and because ETFs, again, they increase the circulation of money in the market. That also means they can also they can make us lose more too. So the more you make, the less you will, the more you'll also lose. It goes both ways, nice and easy. So risk factor wise, and also to keep the market stable. So you're basically comparing the volatility of gold to BTC. Most investors here, at least for the basis line of gold investors, they are looking for BTC to be stable. Okay, and the need behind BTC to be stable brings a greater incentive than pushing to 120,000 now or 100,000 now. And personally, if we can get to that level, the greater returns are much better, at least long term, when it comes down to the similar market cap of gold and anything along those lines. Hello, OTW. And so, how do you know institutions' money is interested at that level? Again, same thing before. 15, 16, 70% loss, institutions bought them back. And because of the ETF, it doubles the wins, doubles the losses, practically like leverage. What would you do with your spot before halving, trimming most of it or not? Yes, trimming most of it, just slowly trimming, and then pre-halving, you get ready, you buy, boom. Again, rinse and repeat. What do you think about BTC replacing gold? Is it a dumb idea / thought? Again, last lesson we spoke about BTC having at least some better incentive. Like you can buy BTC wherever on any exchange. You can buy it literally anywhere, and you can send BTC anywhere. You can't exactly send someone a big block of gold. You can't exactly send someone a bag of bullion coins. It doesn't work like that. This is not medieval times. I mean, if it did work like that, then nice. I guess we'd all be making more money. But yeah, if it worked like that, then yes. But again, BTC has been turned into some form of a coin that can be sent back and forth, decentralized and whatnot. There's no specific owner. So you're telling me there's no Bitcoin inside GPUs? I don't know. No, people are still mining GPUs for Bitcoins. Alrighty, Espero. See you later. 36 million put into a 75k call. God help us, let me have a look at that. Would you look at that? That is a lot of money. Well, let's see. Let's see how that goes. No worries, Esprion. See you later. Gonna throw a block of gold through someone's window like a brick when I'm rich. Fresh delivery. That is fantastic. Thoughts on order flow? What would you like to know? What would you like to know? I mean, I enjoy reading the order flow. It is informative. But what would you like to know? I'm pretty sure OTW can help you out with that too. But yes, what we're looking for now is still buys. Yes, it is, isn't it? I mean, most of it's jargon. Like, I was having a look at Arsh's strategy there, and most of it, it's literally similar to mine. Whenever I do technicals, it's similar to mine, but it's just jargon. We both got similar concepts, different names and different understandings. But again, at the end of the day, they do the same. They do the same job. I hold BTC, ETH, Sol, and XRP. That's it. Welcome, OTW.
Thanks, man. I was just gonna cover his question briefly, and then I'll
Go for it. Go for it. Yeah.
Yeah. So someone asked thought on order flow. Order flow is like a cool sounding word for the most boring thing of all time. Just looking at orders, market orders mainly, and seeing how they impact the market. It's not that much more than that. So, for example, if you see some ICT dumbass saying we have bullish order flow and he's sitting on a candlestick chart, just toss out everything he's ever said ever, because that's just dumb. If you're trading order flow, you're looking at a bid-ask chart, something like that, looking at the delta, seeing how that impacts the market and seeing if you can spot any absorption and stuff like that. Boring stuff sounds cool. It's not that cool, but can be a helpful tool when scalping. So yeah, I hope that helps a bit.
Is looking at the footprint necessary? OTW for a solid
Um,
strategy.
Solid strategy. That's a. So it depends what you mean by a solid strategy. There's no point looking at the footprint if you're swing trading. No point at all. The variance increases too much. If you're scalping, implementing the footprint can be a very, very helpful tool to get good entries and figure out when to enter. But it's not necessary. It just sort of helps you get an edge to possibly a greater degree. When I do my scalping, I do look at the footprint, not because I have to. It just helps me enter and exit in a good way. Which software do you recommend? XoCharts is very pricey. I use Sierra Charts a lot. I believe it's cheaper than Exo, but it's more difficult to set up. Also, Atas is free, and also Go Charts is also free, but Go Charts is kind of ass. So if you want something free, Atas is okay. Sierra Charts is cheaper than Exo, but Exo is also pretty good. So yeah.
Fantastic. And also see Ash. Hopefully I'll see you next week.
Oh, he's leaving. See
Yeah,
you, Arsenal.
unfortunately.
Unlucky. Yeah, I joined too late then.
We should
Sorry.
Go on, yeah.
Someone asked, "Can you write the name of the free one?" I typed it out. Yeah, that was that.
You should join next week too, OTW. All three of us will run some session like this again.
Let's do that.
Yeah.
Definitely. See ya, Archman.
See you guys.
See ya.